Good evening. Happy Monday. I hope you've had a great day. And welcome to Creations by Gwili. I am Gwili. I normally go live every Monday and Thursday night at 6 o'clock. Tonight is Magnolia Monday, which means we're going to be working with the Magnolia Stencil. Ed is behind the camera. And as usual, let me see if Facebook has us live. Yep, there we are. So I'm going to give him my phone so that he can catch comments. Every live that I do, Ed picks out 3 names, and that's someone who has made a comment on the live. He just scrolls through and gets 3 names and writes them down. Your name goes into a blessing bag, and once a month we choose a name out of that bag to give a craft box to, a surprise craft box. And so that's how, by commenting is how you get your name in the bag. Also, if you take this video and hit that little SHARE button at the bottom, put it on your page for your friends to see and give them a chance to come watch also, and then come back to this page. Facebook usually tells me who does that, but you could come back to this page and just do #Magnolia, and I'll know that that's what you did. Your name will go in there twice for everybody who...
Brenda Sure is watching from Nebraska, and
hi, Brenda.
Carrie Marie is watching.
Thank y'all so much for being here.
Hello, Julie.
Hi, y'all. Thank you for being here. I really appreciate it. For those of you that don't know, I haven't been live for the last, was it 2 weeks, Ed? I don't know. Anyway, right after my last live, I got a text from my sister that they had my mom in the ER, and turned out she was having some stomach issues, and they decided they wanted to keep her overnight to check her. I think her O2 was 70 or something, but anyway, I talked to her for just a few minutes the next morning. And then I talked to my sister, and she says, let me go, the doctor just walked in. So then the next text I got was Mama was having a stroke. Well, anyway, she had a massive stroke and passed away, but we know she's in a better place. So we've been gone. I live in Texas, she lives in Alabama, so we were gone for several days for that. Got back just in time to go to A&M and watch our granddaughter graduate, and we got home yesterday. So I thought, well, we're going to keep it fairly simple tonight, but yet my craft kit came in, and that was something I told y'all every month when I got my craft kit, I would show it to you. If you're not familiar with Magnolia Designs, it is a company that sells reusable stencils, and they sell the chalk ink and the chalk paste and a lot of other goodies, but they have some absolutely outstanding stencils that you can reuse over and over. They just started offering this craft kit. It's $19.99 for a month. You get everything you need in the box to create a craft, and it's something different every month. We don't even know what's coming out until it is shipped. You have to commit for 3 months, and after 3 months you can cancel it any time. But these are excellent gifts if you have a crafty friend or family member. You could pay for it and have it shipped to them, and that would give them at least 3 months of crafts, and then you could cancel if you wanted to. But this is the one for December. So by it being December, mine is renewed, I think about the 10th or the 11th or something like that. So it's not a Christmas craft because we're pretty much all past that. So I have a feeling that for sure the January craft kit will have something to do with Valentine's Day. But anyway, this is the box, and that's what we're going to do. We're going to open it, and I'm going to show you what you get for this month inside the box. Okay, Ed, you probably want to come down a little bit. Hopefully you can see what I do. It's a little bit of a delay, so let's wait a minute. Yeah, we're still waiting. Okay, now I want really close in to the box, not me.
I got your head cut off.
Well, come on closer to the table, because when I start stenciling, it's going to be too hard for them to see. I want y'all to be able to see the craft itself. Ooh. Is that straight? I think a leg on my tripod's going crazy.
I think it slipped.
Yeah, y'all, if you get dizzy, close your eyes. By the way, today is our anniversary, 52 years, and I have to say he absolutely despises cutting off my head. But that's what I want. I don't want me in it at all. I want the craft box. So if y'all are seeing me, let him know that you don't want to see me. Okay, I'm going to open it and show you what is in it for this month. And of course, I better put my glasses on so I can see what's in it. They always have everything wrapped really nice and neat. This is a banner. So I can already tell you it's going to be ink because we use our ink for cloth and glass and stuff like that. But this is a neat little banner, probably about an 8 by 10. So we get the...
Yeah, Marie says happy anniversary.
Thank you. Okay, so we've got the banner, we've got the little thing around the banner. Then we're going to, in this kit, you're going to get 2 different inks because they did it in 2 colors.
Karen said she got her kit today.
Oh, mine came, did it come while we were gone? Anyway, my goodness.
It came today, didn't it?
No, that was something else. Okay, so that bag was hard to open. So you get a squeegee, you get black ink and fuchsia ink. And then this is the stencil that they're sending. And it says, today is a good day to have a good day. It's about an 8 by 10. They also give you step-by-step instructions on how to do your craft. And down here at the bottom, this little code is a link that you just get the camera on your phone, open it up, and put it on here, and it'll take you straight to the, I think it's a YouTube, yeah, YouTube video where they're doing it. Now, you don't have to do it exactly the way they do it. I'm changing things up just a little bit because, number one, I have black ink from Magnolia, and you know it's ink because the lid is white, okay? So I'm going to use this rather than use this black ink because I want to save this and put in one of my craft boxes for y'all. So I'm not going to use these 2 inks. I'm going to save those. I'm not going to use this squeegee. I'm going to save that. And then somebody will get that with a stencil in the craft box that goes out. Okay, this is a little, what's the word I want to use? Hanger. So you're just going to put it at the top and push this down. That tightens it. Okay. You can always, if you have Magnolia stuff, you can always use different colors. But for the craft kits, they do give you everything you need. This has a little bit where it was rolled up. You might want to iron it just a little bit. We also have a sticky surface that anything cloth, you could put on that sticky surface and push it out straight, and it works really well. But I decided I wasn't going to use mine tonight because they didn't send one, so I'm going to use what they've got. Okay, and I have to do this with it facing me. That's the reason I want it really close so that y'all can see what I'm doing. Okay, if you're not familiar with Magnolia design, the first thing you want to do when you take out your stencil, because it is reusable, and tonight hopefully I'm going to show you how to clean up your stencil too. Maybe we'll have time. I could do this all one color. I'm gonna do it 2 colors though to show you because that's what they intended was 2 different colors. I'm not gonna use the fuchsia though. I'm gonna use a different color, black and kind of a teal. But after you open your stencil, and see, the stencils come with instructions and how to care for your stencils. You want to get as many uses out of them as possible. So when you open your stencil, the first thing you want to do is mark the back of it because it has a shiny side and a dull side. And when you put your stencil back on, it's going to go on, I believe it's the shiny. Let me look here. Yeah, it's going to go on the shiny side, but just to make sure, you can write the name of the stencil. I'm just going to put an X. I know, I don't usually use too many stencils at one time, so I won't get them mixed up, except for our little mini ones, and I use several. So normally, if you're opening a brand new stencil, if you're going to put this on wood or glass or metal, you would want to fuzz it first. We have a fuzzing cloth, but if you don't have one, you can use just a dish towel. And all you do is peel it off. Don't let it lay on, get caught up. And then you would just put it on the fuzzing cloth and do it maybe 3 times. Since I'm putting it on fabric, I don't have to do that. So I'm just going to take my stencil, and they're almost the perfect size, so it shouldn't be hard to get it straight on here. You just want to make sure you kind of have it in the middle. And I'm just eyeballing it. Actually, it's got a little stitching down the side, and it's just almost perfect right down that stitching. And so you just peel it up and reposition it if you don't think you did it right the first time. You don't want any bubbles in your stencil. And I still don't have it straight. Let's try this again. But it is to where you can pick it up and move it real easy. Okay, my top is straight. It just seems to go crooked as it comes down the...
Carrie Marie says, what's the purpose of fuzzing the stencil?
Sorry,
I've never used anything like this.
Okay, they're very sticky. Can you tell here how sticky it is? And if you don't put a little bit of fuzz to kind of help it not be so sticky, if you put it on wood, especially if it's a painted wood, this sticky will pull up your paint on the wood. It'll stretch your stencil. If you put it on like metal, it's so sticky that it'll stretch the stencil with you trying to pull it off. But like if you're putting it for a painted sign, by it being so sticky, it will pull up your paint on your sign if you don't fuzz it a little bit. And glass, you have nothing there to pull up, but it's so hard to pull it up. Like I see this, I can just get the corner of it and peel. And I'm going to fold back that corner just...
But if it's not fuzzed, it'll also stretch your stencil.
Yes, on glass it sticks, or a mirror, it sticks so much that it will stretch your stencil out. All right, I'm just going to press it and make sure I don't have any bubbles. Another way you can do that is to take your squeegee and just go over it to make sure you don't have any bubbles.
Thanks.
You're welcome. And I do in my Etsy shop actually have several Try Me kits. If you're interested, go into my Etsy shop and look. Or I've put the link to my Magnolia page at the top of this video. Check out the stencils and everything that they have. One reason I chose them to be a creator for is because they had a lot of inspirational stickers, not stencils. They're stencils. They do stick, but they're stencils. They have a lot of inspirational. And like I said, you can use them. Some of mine I've used like 10 times, but you have to take care of them, which means, I don't know if you can see this. I've put it on here. Everywhere where you see white, it's like a silk screen. So it's not an open, it is open, but it has some mesh in there. It's like a silk screen. So everywhere there's white, there's going to be ink.
It's
and like,
reinforced so it won't stretch.
What? The stencil?
The purpose of the stuff in there is to keep it from stretching.
Oh. And allow the ink to go through.
Yeah.
Little holes. Okay, so that's fairly straight, and it's on there. So if you're doing it, you would open your little pack now of ink, and it doesn't take a whole lot, but I'm going to use the jar that I already. Now, first I have to decide, I could do this all just in black. The way they did it is they did the flowers and some of the little curly things out the sides. They did it in a different color. And then they chose a couple of words. I'm going to do today, day, and good, maybe, in a different color. Same color as I do the flowers. It's going to be like a teal. I don't have a whole lot of the inks. Mainly I do the paste. But you want, if you're using fabric, you want to use an ink because you can heat set it, make it permanent. This you wouldn't have to heat set because, I mean, it's not like a dish towel that you're going to wash. You probably would just hang this up and leave it, but you can heat set it. So I'm going to use my black ink. Now, let me give you another hint. I'm going to do this in one color and this in another color. Right here, they're real close together. So a tip, if you want to make sure that you don't get any ink where it's not supposed to be, you can take a little bit of painter's tape, and put just right there so I don't get that part of the Y. Okay, because I'm going to do this in black. I could do the same thing right there. You don't have to do this. You could just go real slow. And they actually have some neat little tools, and I'm going to show them to you in a minute because I ordered an extra set that I'm going to put in the craft box too. And they're called like Squeegee Pens. Okay, this is going to be black. This is going to be black, and that's not real close, but you could put it there. And there. That's just so you don't go over where you don't want to. The easiest thing to be, if you want to make it all black, all red, all whatever, is just to do it. These are called Squeegee Pens. And you can tell they're kind of like our squeegees, but they're shaped different. And it helps you get in these little bitty spots like that. So they come in a pack of 5. And I ordered an extra one, so this is going to be put aside and put in the kit. The box, craft box also. Now, ink is not as forgiving as the chalk paste. Chalk paste, y'all know, the awesome thing about it is if you're using a chalkboard, if you don't set it and spray it with something to make it permanent, you can just erase it after the holidays. And if this is the first time you're seeing Magnolia designs, go back in my videos and find one where I did on chalkboards. Even after it's dry, I mean, you leave it through the holidays and then you want to change it for Valentine's, you just wash it off. Okay, so let me think again. I'm going to do this in black, and day down here in black. So I've got part of that covered up. I need to pull that off. And then I'm going to figure out, I'm going to do some of these little curly things in black also. So your ink is not as runny as the paste. Now they say if you're brand new and the first time, just always go the same way. See, like I went across and then I went up and down. But if you're new at it, just keep going the same direction. Now you can turn and go back this way.
Brenda Bracken says good evening.
Hey Brenda. You were cold this morning, weren't you? I think she said it was 28. Okay. Also, the ink does not dry as fast as the chalk paste, so you don't have to rush. And I'm just filling in those places that I want to be black. And we'll try to go.
Brenda says yes, and it's still cold.
Still cold. I think we're at about 49 right now.
Brenda Sulphur said it's cold here too.
Where are you from, Brenda? I know Brenda Bracken's in Tennessee. Okay, so that's the words that I want black. Now I have to decide of all these little squiggly things.
Brenda blessed your page.
Thank you, Brenda.
Brenda Bracken.
Okay.
Got two Brendas.
Yeah, I got two Brendas tonight.
Yeah, driving my old feeble mind crazy.
Okay. Now.
Sure said Nebraska.
Oh gosh, yeah, I bet it is cold. Now I want to do these little things. You could do the stems.
Here, Marie says 25 in Vermont, and we got 8 inches of snow Saturday.
Oh man. Now we had some bad weather. We were actually in College Station at A&M for the graduation, and it waited till we got inside, thank goodness, to start pouring down, but it turned pretty cold.
8 inches,
yeah, that's a lot.
That's like that time the motel door froze shut.
To me, the hardest part of this is just trying to decide what I want to do the second color and trying to get the little bitty areas. Okay, I'm going to take that off because I'm going to do this one here in black. This is where let me show you, this is where the little squeegees work really well. You just put a little bit of the ink on it and just pick out. It's almost like painting. I'm sorry, y'all, I'm trying to concentrate just a little bit here. And like I said, you could do it real easy and just do all in black. I don't know what these little things coming out from these flowers are supposed to be anyway. Just little decorations. And I'm actually going to use ink from a different company because I didn't have any ink from Magnolia except gold.
Brenda sure says she can't wait to get her crap off.
Gold, silver. What else do I have? Nothing that would show up really well. Now, you have to be careful when you're working with cloth because I am a messy crafter and you see I have black on my hands. So I just have to make sure I get that off. Now everything left I'm going to do in like a teal color. And I hope it shows up on this. So I'm going to put this stuff over here in my little water bath. And I'm going to use this teal ink. It's just an artist ink. And hopefully it'll show up. I didn't have any red. And I didn't have, oh, I'm going to have to wash this. I didn't have a yellow or, you know, I have black, white, silver, gold, and I think a cream in the ink. You probably could use the paste since you're just going to put this on the wall probably and not, you know, get it wet or anything.
Brenda Bracken said Max and I went to Northwest Florida to see his parents this past weekend, and it rained and turned cool on Sunday.
It did where we were too. Well, it rained Saturday and then got real windy.
You got Pensacola or Fort Walton Beach?
Are you asking her?
Yeah.
Yeah, Ed has people in Pensacola.
And Fort Walton?
Do you? Yeah, Fort Walton too. We weren't too far from Florida. My mom, they lived in South Alabama. Now, I have never used this ink on a stencil, so we'll see. And I would already be done with this if I was just doing the whole thing in one color. But But when the things are kind of close together, let's get another one of these. Get in here. And you can tell if it's still white, you know, you don't have it covered good.
1 hour from Pensacola, close to Alabama line.
Ah.
We were close to Bruton.
And I have a niece that lives in Atmore. And then, let's see, I have a niece that lives in Daphne, too. Isn't that down there around Foley? And
Yeah.
okay, I need some more. Some more stuff. I'm just going to squeeze it.
Brenda Bracken said 20 minutes from Bruton.
Oh, goodness. And what day was that? Sunday, you said? My two sisters, they had their Christmas in, she actually lives in, her address is Castleberry. And she lives on, has a farm, like, lives on a back dirt roads. And they said it rained so hard, her driveway started flooding, so they had to end Christmas early so everybody could get out of there before the roads flooded.
Brenda said Max's mom is from Atmore.
Oh, really? Small world. It's pretty country down in there. We still own land in Alabama, but we won't ever move to Alabama. No, my grandkids are in Texas and Mississippi now. We won't be going to Alabama to move.
They live in Munson, Florida now.
Did they retire and move to Florida? I would love to move where it snowed. Now, I probably wouldn't want to work out in it. All right, I'm hoping this is not going to dry on me, y'all. And I fully intended to do the center of these flowers black, but that ain't going to happen. As soon as I get these flowers, then I'm going to do the words and we'll pull it up. And if it happens to dry in the things, it might pull up a little. I don't know how fast this paint here, it's just called an art ink. I don't know how fast it dries. It's like coloring a book or something. Okay, let's do the words. And try not to get the black. Yeah, if you're interested in the craft kits, I put the link at the top. And like I said, it's a different one every month. Comes with everything you need. But you can always add. I have several different Try Me kits in my Etsy shop. But it's just fun. You can make some really cute gifts, home decor. Or if you're interested in doing it and being a creator, you get 35% off all the products.
Brenda Bracken said that his dad was raised there across the road from where they are now. And she said she was born and raised in Jay, Florida. That's where my grandpa was from.
Jay, Florida?
Jay, Florida.
I never met your grandpa, right?
No.
Not that one.
Not that grandpa, no.
Okay, just about done, y'all.
Marie Carey says, I don't think I would like to live where it didn't snow. It would be odd.
Yeah. I don't know. I want to live somewhere. See, we're in South Texas, and there's just no seasons, really. Okay, when you pull up your stencils, you don't want to do just from the corner. You want to start at a corner and then either go this way or from the top. And I'm going to pull this one from the top. And I'm immediately going to put it over here in a water bath. Black will stain. The ink and the paste both do stain the stencils a little bit, but what did I do with my rag? But it doesn't hurt the stencil.
As long as you keep it out of the mesh.
Yeah, as long as you keep it out of keep the mesh clean. Okay. So I can see down here I got a little crazy with black on the Y for day, but there's the.
Marie says that's pretty.
It's not as colorful. I got a little ink right there on the top too. It's not as colorful as the one they did. The colors they give you are fuchsia. But like I said, I didn't want to open the fuchsia because I want to use it in one of my surprise craft boxes. So you can always add flowers. You could add anything you want to this particular stencil. Okay, so that's pretty much what the craft kit was this time. It was just a banner.
Brenda says if it snows in Tennessee, you'll know it will melt. We live in,
well, actually, we lived right there close where Brenda's at. We lived in, right outside of Lawrenceburg for a while, and then we lived in St. Joe. The little place outside of Lawrenceburg, I know the name of the school our son went to was called New Hope, I believe was the name of it. Just a little community. Okay, let me show you now. I don't think I've ever showed you how I clean my stencils. All right, so can you see the water bath? It's just here in the water bath. If I was not here at the table, I would be at the sink and I would just run it under water. See, this was on there a good while. Let me get my little squeegee out of there. You can use kind of lukewarm water. And you just see the blue's coming off really fast. The black was on there longer. I'm probably going to lay it down and spray it with some awesome spray and see if it will come off.
Brenda says it's cool that we've been in the same area.
Yeah, we have. All right, y'all, since this is black and it was on there for a good while, it takes a little more work to get it off. We do sell a stencil cleaner, but I think I can just take it. Here, let me move this back. Normally, I can just run it under the water for a few minutes if you don't let it get dry, but I think I'm going to take it and just lay it here and show you. You also can spray it with this awesome cleaner from, I think, the General Dollar.
Dollar General.
Yeah, the Dollar Tree or Dollar General, either one, I think. And I just want to make sure, even if it's on the outside of my stencil, I don't want it in the little, can you see the words? See how it could be on the outside and it's fine? I will eventually try to get all that, but you just don't want it to dry inside the stencil.
Karen Marie said, is there anything Pacifica that you can't clean these with?
You do not. I have Clorox wipes over here, and I'm going to show you. To renew your sticky, you want to wipe with Clorox wipes. Never baby wipes. Baby wipes have like a lanolin, some sort of lotion in them. But yes, you can use Clorox wipes. And you can leave it set in the water for a good while. See, yeah, even the Clorox wipe is not going to take off all that black.
You like to left it too long, didn't you?
I did. I took too long with the blue. I should have done the blue first. This is not a great way to show y'all how to clean stencils because I've never had this much black. I tell you what.
Give it here, I'll clean.
No, that's okay. I'm getting it with this. I want to hold it up, make sure I can read through. And then I will. We actually sell a stencil cleaner that looks like a Mr. Clean. Somebody said you could use the Mr. Cleans too. But you see how the blue came off just real easy. Normally, I don't know if you can tell, Normally all I have is just this little bit around, kind of with the blue, but you can hold it up and I still, except for this one spot right here, could see through the stencil. But I will get it good and clean, y'all, and show you all that it does come clean. That's more black than usually is on there. And I probably could get up and put warm water on it. But you do not want to use baby wipes on it. But when you've got the front cleaned, which I'm not through cleaning it, turn it over and you want to use a Clorox wipe on the back. That's what reactivates sticky. And so you just wipe the back with a Clorox wipe and you leave it to dry completely.
Karen says she hates to clean it up.
Yeah. I don't normally have any trouble, but this is the first time I've done that black and then waited so long because I was using the blue. But I don't think it's in. I can see all the words, so I think it'll be fine, but I will, they're normally not this hard to clean. And I'll show it to y'all the next time I do it after I get it clean. So I'm just going to leave it soaking. And then get my stencil cleaner and clean it.
Where is it? I will get it.
It's in, I'm not sure how to explain it to you. It's in the top drawer, go in the bedroom. Yeah, the green bedroom. And the white thing that has the drawers. The top drawer has all my squeegees and stuff in it. There's a thing that looks like a Mr. Queen thing. Sorry. Hang on one second. Yeah, that white cabinet right here. Back this way. Top drawer. To your left, I think. There's a little piece of a, yeah. But I think it needs to be wet also. Let me put it in the water. See, it kind of just looks like a, and I ripped off part of it, like a Mr. Clean thing. And you can tell it's getting it. But see, it just, somebody said you could use the little Mr. Clean things too, and that's, to me, that's what this looks like.
Looks like a regular piece of foam.
Well, so are the Mr. Clean things. But I don't want to spend, but you can see it is cleaning it. So I will deal with that later. Let me get it back in the water. And when you put it in the water, you want to put it sticky side up. But, so that wasn't the best time to show y'all how to clean a stencil. But, I mean, you can always fix things. And even if some of the black is left on there, that'll be okay as long as it's not in the mesh. Okay, so that was pretty quick tonight. But like I said, if you're interested in the craft kits, when you sign up, the next month is when you'll automatically be charged again for your craft kit. Like, well, let's see. Probably the best thing to do would be if you're interested in the one for January, which I have a feeling is going to be pretty much Valentine's. I would just wait and sign up like January 1st, and that way you'll be paid for the first of the month, and it'll be shipped out to you early in the month.
Brenda sure says she's a creative.
Oh, okay. So have you ever had that much trouble cleaning your stencils? I may use a little warm water too and see what happens there, but it'll be fine.
Karen says she has a 4-day weekend, so I think I'll do mine this weekend.
Oh, okay. Well, now I don't think you would have to heat set it. Like I said, you're just going to hang it up. But I probably will heat set this one. It'll help take the wrinkles out. And I got a little too thick. Evidently it ran a little bit on my Y. But that's okay. I actually have the little pencils, the little markers.
Brenda says yes, she has.
Had trouble.
I think you waited a little long.
Well, it took me longer to do the stencil. And I wasn't thinking, I should have done the blue first and then the black, so the black didn't sit on there so long. But it's okay. It'll be fine. Let me put all this in here.
There it says red is the same thing if you leave it on too
Yeah,
long.
red and black's really bad. I do have some that around the stencil is stained a little bit from the chalk paste. I don't do a whole lot with the inks, mainly because I'm kind of a messy crafter. And just like, see, I touched this up here. But I have the markers that I probably can go back with a white marker and get rid of that. But you could dress this up with some pretty flowers up here or something.
Hold it up.
I think the teal is pretty. And it came from a maker's studio. That's where it came from, Art Gel. I have some of their ceramic paint that is permanent and you don't even need to heat seal it. So I'm going to do something with their stuff one night too. But anyway, that was our craft box. That was the craft kit for this month.
Brenda Shuri says she uses the inks a lot.
Oh, yeah. You can give me some tips. I don't have that many inks is probably why. I've made myself a couple of t-shirts. I really like the gold, but to me it's not, I don't know, it's not bright enough really. I put it on a green shirt, it looks fine, but I just would like for it to be brighter. But I do need to order me some more inks, and because I love doing the dish towels. I've probably done dish towels more than anything.
We got one you did several years ago.
With the ink. But anyway, that's it for tonight. We need to get some names. Ed, do you have me 3 names?
I certainly do.
Okay, hang on, let me find it. There's my pen. What is today? I should know that, shouldn't I? 12/20. Okay, so give me the 3 names and I will go back. By the way, if you're watching this and you don't see that live button, it means you're watching the replay. But you are also eligible to have your name put in our mystery bag. All you have to do is put #replay to let me know you're watching the replay. I will go through and pick one person out of everybody, put their name in the bag, and then if you SHARE this video, then your name automatically goes in there twice. Okay, give me the names, Etta.
Brenda Shuri, SUHR.
SUHR, okay.
Carrie Marie, KERIMARE.
MARE?
MARIE.
IE. Okay.
And Karen Hunter.
Karen. Carrie, is your last name Marie? I guess we can find that out if your name is picked out of the bag to get the craft box. Okay, so then I will pick somebody from replay, and then everybody who shared, their name will go in there twice. And my first live in January, whenever that turns out to be.
Karen Marie says no, it's actually
Just spell
LSENHART.
LSEN.
Yeah, I think that's an L. Or L or an
LSEN.
I. LSENHART. But I don't know whether that's an I or an L. The phone's funky looking. Eisenhart. She broke it.
ISEN. Eisenhart. Yeah. Well, hey, Carrie, I know all about that. You ought to see me trying to tell people how to pronounce my name. My daughter, who's a kindergarten teacher, finally told me to do, what'd she say? JUH-LEE. Julie. I didn't take phonics when I was in school, so, we were telling our grandkids these stories last week at Mama's funeral and stuff about things we didn't do and didn't have when we were young. We're all pretty spoiled about right now. But I appreciate y'all being with me tonight and sticking with me. And I will see you Thursday night. We're actually going to make a rustic snowman out of a glass light bulb. So join me Thursday at 6 o'clock. And y'all have a great week. And thank you so much. Bye-bye.